Which cars do the world's top 10 billionaires drive? For some, it's an all-out spending spree for the most lavish and luxurious ones you can get from your hands on, while others may fancy a collection of classics and rare cars to preserve until time's end. Some of you might just fancy something sort of nice and comfy, and there's no shame in that. But what do the rich people really buy? The kind that have more money than you could even think of what to do with. Well, read on to find out which cars the world's top 10 billionaires have spent their fortunes on. Number 1. Jeff Bezos, Honda Accord. The world's richest man is Jeff Bezos, and that's not really surprising if you know he is the man behind Amazon. His riches come from those questionable purchases you made because of free next day delivery with your Prime account. If you want a slice of the Bezos lifestyle, get behind the wheel of an old Honda Accord. It was what he drove around in when he first made it as a billionaire back in the 90s, though it's no guarantee you'll see the same riches by getting behind the wheel. Number 2. Elon Musk, McLaren F1, that James Bond Lotus Spirit. Real-life Bond villain Elon Musk is responsible for Tesla, that electric car company you might have heard of recently. He originally made his billions creating PayPal among other businesses, and has spent his money on some interesting cars over the years. Not only has he owned a McLaren F1, but Musk bought that Lotus Spirit from the Bond film The Spy Who Loved Me for almost £600,000. It's not getting tucked away under covers forever though. Musk wants to turn it into a proper submarine, almost as mad as his planned missions on Mars. Number 3. Bernard Arnault, BMW 760Li. You're the boss of the largest luxury goods company in the world, appeasing the rich with brands like Moet and Louis Vuitton. You're going to want a luxurious car to match, right? Well, if you're Bernard Arnault, you might not be too bothered about it. Sure, the BMW 760Li has recently been spotted in is a nice car, but it's one that predates 2015, which doesn't exactly scream being at the cutting edge of the fashion industry. Each to their own. Number 4. Bill Gates, Porsche 959. Microsoft founder Bill Gates was once quite famously the world's richest man, though he's humbly slipped down to 4th on that list in recent years. A shame. Still, with a net worth of $91 billion, he's not exactly short of cash, and that's reflected in his taste of cars. Most notable is his Porsche 959, which he bought brand new in the 80s. America has a law that makes it illegal to import cars under 25 years old that haven't been certified for release on that side of the Atlantic there, meaning Gates couldn't smuggle his into the country. Number 5. Mark Zuckerberg, Pagani Huayra, Honda Jazz. He may look like an android wearing human skin as a costume at times, but Mark Zuckerberg knows how to make an emotional purchase. The man who founded Facebook has a rather special car in his Italian twin-turbocharged V12 Pagani Huayra. Cool, right? Well, you'd hope he'd use his £73 billion net worth to buy something more exciting than the Honda Jazz he's been spotted driving around in on occasion. To buy something more exciting than the Honda Jazz he's spotted driving in on occasion. Number 6. Warren Buffett, Cadillac XTS. Warren Buffett is pretty famous for making his billions on Wall Street with some seriously savvy investments and a keen eye for when and when not to spend cash. Evidently, he's not spending much of his £69 billion net worth on cars though, with the most interesting car he's known to have owned a Cadillac XTS. Number 7. Google founders Larry Page, Toyota Prius and Tesla Roadster. Would be cheating a little normally putting two people together under one number, but there's a very good reason for this. Larry Page and Sergey Brin both have the small claim of founding Google to their names, but their similarities don't end there. Whether purposeful or not, both have had identical cars in the past, namely a Tesla Roadster and a Toyota Prius each. Number 8. Larry Ellison, Lexus LFA, McLaren F1, Lexus LS 600H. Larry Ellison made his billions by founding computer company Oracle, and has found himself worth more than £65 billion as a result. A reasonable amount of that cash has been sunk into a tasty car collection, which has included a McLaren F1 and a Lexus LFA. As a daily commute though, he's opted to go for a Lexus LS600H, which though very sensible, seems like the boring choice of Lexus to take out in the morning. Number 9. Mukesh Ambani, Maybach 62. Asia's richest man, Mukesh Ambani, is worth more than £59 billion, and he doesn't really hide that fact. He has a fleet of cars that includes Rolls-Royces, Aston Martins and BMWs among other, though one of them stands out from the rest. His wife once bought him a completely personalized Maybach 62 as a birthday present. Seems like a pretty apt gift for a man who has everything. Number 10. Amancio Ortega, Audi A8, Mercedes GL. Amancio Ortega is a pretty private figure. He's only ever given 3 interviews throughout his life. Doesn't seem like a man who has companies like Zara under his belt and is worth £58 billion, does it? Ortega's desire to keep himself very much to himself means he's rarely spotted in anything overly flash, but has been spotted about in an Audi A8 and Mercedes GL on occasion.